Hey y'all, welcome back to the shop. Man, we got a little treat today. Got a new toy in the shop today. I wanted to do this video outside really bad this afternoon, but it's raining here, so decided we'd stay out of the rain for this. So this is our brand new 19 Honda Talon X. Really cool, side by side, man, it's a blast. Just got it a couple weeks ago, and of course, anybody that's been on the channel or anybody that knows me knows that I cannot leave well enough alone on anything. So, given the golf carts, FL350s, you know the deal. So we haven't left this alone either. We've already done some stuff to it. We pulled the fascia, the bumper, took it to work, painted that stuff, color matched that, and had these wheels and tires on it whenever I got it. Raceline bead locks, 32-inch. Rockzillas. I added the mud busters and quite a bit of stuff actually already. We'll do a big video, walk around video, and more explanations and such whenever we have a little better weather to do it, but kind of give you all the overview of the Talon. I'm really tickled with it. Haven't had it in the dirt yet. Anxious to go. Hopefully next weekend we'll be able to go. But had to get a few little requirements done. Like I said, I want to get the mud busters on it and a few things. The main point of the video today is the harness change, and Honda, these belts that are from Honda are not terrible, but they're just retractor belts, just sort of like a car, and like I said, just regular retractors. And given my previous track record of crashing, my wife Cheryl says, no way, baby. Got to have some real belts in there, so the excuse to buy some nice belts for it. And so I did some research and decided that I wanted to get the Simpson D3s. And as you can see, man, the D3s work super well in there. Honda was really thoughtful here. Already has pass-throughs in the seats, already has harness bar back here, so really made the install pretty simple, except for a couple of weird things. These, as you can see, are 5-point harnesses, and there is no provision for that 5th point on this passenger seat. And let me show you what we did here. So I just got a 1/4 inch by 1 inch piece of bar stock that I just had laying around, and cut it to fit, bolted it in. Did have to buy, these are M8 bolts. This is the original bolt that was in that hole, just a regular old M8 bolt. So I went to Lowe's and bought a longer bolt and bolted that in. This is a spray-on, just regular old like spray can bed liner that's on there. I thought that kind of matched everything on the interior, and I just had that push pin out of it there. So the D3s, pretty cool deal, really. A lot of UTV belts have these shoulders and the lap belts connected. And it makes it a little bit easier. They're just on and off's a little easier. I mean, you don't have 5 individual pieces to deal with. But whenever these belts are typically sewn together, then this shoulder harness is sewn out here on this lap belt, and it's really not the best of configurations. This V, this kind of natural V that you see there, really is the best configuration for it. And Simpson has done something really interesting here. They've actually done it with hardware. I'll show you here. The lap belt and the shoulder belt are actually connected in the hardware for the belt itself, which makes that really cool. And pull the bottom of this seat out, and we'll show you a little bit more of the installation. Come out super easy, of course. And one thing that's really interesting here about these seat belts is the hardware that Honda uses, and it's nice hardware. I mean, it's a nice looking bolt, shoulder bolt with nice washers and everything on it. But the weird deal about this bolt, and it had me fooled for a little while, is this is not a metric bolt. This thread pitch on this bolt is 7/16 20, regular SAE thread. So that kind of threw me off. Matter of fact, all the bolts that hold the seat belt in are SAE bolts. The pivot point up here in the cage on both sides, also an SAE bolt. And the bolt itself kind of poses another little bit of an issue. This shoulder is 9/16. The hole in the Simpson belt is half. So you got to make a choice there of what you're going to do. And you could have drilled them out to 9/16. I decided that I didn't want to do that, so I just went and bought a longer bolt and just used a regular 7/16 20 bolt to put that in. Another thing that's a little bit, I guess it's not weird, it just is what it is here, but to get the retractor out, you have to come in here, and I'm sorry, I put the mud busters back in already, and I probably shouldn't have, but there is a panel here. Right in here is a panel that has to come loose. You can see the panel right here. So this panel has to come loose, and on this side it's just a few push pins, and the mud busters actually put bolts in here, but there's 2 push pins there that'll have to come out as well. So you don't have to take it all the way out, but you have to get it loose, because in behind here you can see this pocket right here, and that's where the retractor actually is. Let's move over to the other side. Same story here. This is the panel that has to come out, or at least come loose on the driver's side, and it's just a matter of a few same sort of push pins. It actually does have one 10mm bolt. They don't need to come out all the way, but they do have to come out most of the way, because the retractor bolt actually goes in from rearward forward under this deal. Once you get that out, then everything just all falls apart, and the retractor will just come all the way out. So very cool. The driver's side set up a little bit different for the anti-submarine belt. This seat is on tracks, so it actually moves forward and backward, and so it has a little bit different configuration underneath, and a little bit easier deal for the anti-submarine belt. And it actually has its own bar that's already in there, so just simple enough to just attach to that bar and go on. So all right, I just wanted to introduce everybody to the Talon, and show off the seat harness deal, and just say, man, we're going to have a ton more Talon content soon. And hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. We are going to have some big fun with the Talon. I got my GoPro mount off the 350 and ready to go on here, so we're going to GoPro some rides, and got quite a few mods already done, quite a few more planned for on down the road. So as we go on, we will document what's going on with the Talon. Thanks so much, and like I said, like and subscribe. Thanks so much.